Hey YouTube, it's SoulPrime13 again with another video review. Today we're going to be looking at the Studio Series Gamer Edition Autobot Ratchet. So this is from the War for Cybertron games. Here we have our lovely box with some artwork of Ratchet there on the front. On the side we got Ratchet again. On the side we got more of Ratchet again. On the top we just got the logo, and on the back we have our product shots. There he is in robot mode, vehicle mode, backdrop, 28 steps, a little blurb, melee weapon, and of course we got our legal jargon. But seeing as how this is also a studio series, we do get a backdrop piece that you can take out and display that out, and you can have your Ratchet there displayed in a very encumbersome cardboard backdrop, which these are getting discontinued because nobody uses it apparently, which yeah, it takes up too much space. But there's that. And here we have Ratchet himself, and if we get in there we got some nice Energon glow paintwork on the abs there. He's got his usual head crest and the most Chad of chiseled chins. Got some medical bloops and bleeps there painted on his shoulders. Autobot symbol. His eyes are done in a sort of a medium blue. Not too light, not too dark. Around there, he does have a little bit of a backpack, but I think it's forgivable, all things considered. Some chunky legs, but he looks good. Bit of an off-white for the general overall plastic. Got some more medical bloops and bleeps here, and his hands are done in red. That's all just painted on the back. Not too many gripes with this figure overall. In fact, he's actually better than I thought initially going in, because I had heard good things about him, but I wasn't really sure just from the videos. I think my only major complaint, well, there's two. One is I don't entirely like how these big panels are on the back of the hands, but considering how that has to work for vehicle mode to clean up the vehicle mode a bit, I think it's forgivable. Again, these are basically, that's basically a nitpick. The other thing is that this connection here is a bit loose. It is possible to knock it off if you're, not being too careful, but, it's not super loose either. Like, it'll pass a shake test. Yeah, so, like, you can bump it off, but it's never gonna just fall off on its own. So, it's not too bad. As far as articulation goes, his head is on, I believe, a ball joint. You do get some up and a little bit of down. Plenty of rotation. Yeah, you can do a full 360 even with that big chin. There's enough clearance. The shoulder pads are on double hinges and ball joints, but that's more for the transformation. But, it also does help if you're trying to move his arm up. And there are ways to make it look a little bit better. You can tuck it back over. It does have quite a few joints in the arm due to transformation. He does have a bicep swivel, and the arm can go very far up. He does have 90 degrees at the elbow, and he does have a full wrist swivel. We do get a 360 at the waist. He can kick very far forward and very far back. We do get full splits. Yep, yeah. We do get about 90 degrees at the knee. Do get a knee swivel. And he has ankle tilt, or ankle motion, whatever you want to call it. He does not have up and down at the toe, but he does have a toe joint right here. for transformation, so you can get him doing a little bit more dynamic with the back foot, which I really do like that. That's very nice. Yeah, I think it would be cool if he could do a little up and down with the foot, but it's you know, it's not a big deal. I believe that's it for our articulation segment. For accessories, he comes with his melee weapon, which I believe is an energon axe. Never seen that before now. Yeah, he gets a big old axe, and then he gets his healing beam gun from the game. And yeah, you can have him hold it on this peg if you want. So there's that. And of course, if you do choose to, you can take his arm off and it will just peg in like so. You want this little lip to just sort of sit over the wheel like that. And I do believe it should be blast compatible, but we'll see. The port looks big enough, but yeah, it's the little claw things. Let me try a different one. Let me see if one of these really long ones will fit. Nope, these claws get in the way. I mean, that very much looks like the right size port, but yeah, the little claw things are in the way. So, no DACA, or in this case, healing for this ratchet. The axe, to give him his axe, you just pop off the handle. And the handle has some different segments here. I don't know how well that's going to show up, but there's thick, thin, and thick. And basically the thicker parts are just the size to have his hand grip. So like if you put it here, it's loose, and then you have it gripped again. Then you just pop the top back on. And there you have him with his axe. Now, a lovely thing that they put in is that you can store his arm. And it not only stores but hides away quite well, because you just pull open his backpack. And there is a little slot here, right here, and a little tab right there. And you just slot and tab, and then you just take this and plug the backpack back in, which is just there's a couple tabs here and here. And yeah, you can see it a little bit there, but I mean that, you know, it cleans him up really well, so you don't just have an arm like sitting on his butt or anything. And it actually stores, because some of them, you know, I think Optimus and I think one other, I can't remember which one off the top of my head, like could plug it into their back. Oh, it was Sideswipe. And then like Megatron and Bumblebee and Starscream, like they didn't really have any storage. So I can't speak for Barricade because I haven't been able to get my hands on a Barricade yet, but I want to. But yeah, overall, this guy, very nice robot mode, and definitely digging him so far. We'll do a couple size comparisons. Here we have him with 86 Studio Series Ratchet. So you can see how these two Voyagers stack up. But yeah, and then we'll bring in our other Cybertronian Ratchet. But yeah, very nice rendition of this character. But there is that. Oh, I almost forgot to show off our lovely instruction booklet. How could I forget that? That's like the most important thing. Screw the figure. gotta show off the pictures. But yeah, and here it shows you, storing the arm and putting all the weapons on and yeah, stuff. But there's that. But without further ado, let's get on to transformation. So first we will need to de-accessorize. Oh, my arm! And bring his other arm back out. And just, yeah, put that back. Get those pieces out of the way. Alright, so to start transforming him, first you're going to take this Autobot symbol and you're going to rotate it down to hide it. You're going to unpeg the backpack and then fold out these panels like so. Then we are going to sort of lift up the shoulder pads, and I believe we want them... it orients a little bit weird. It took me a little bit to figure it out, but we're gonna get those out of the way. It makes more sense when he's like almost transformed. We're gonna come to the back here, and there's a pin here because the shoulders are on a sort of plug-in hinge here. Just sort of get that untabbed and flex it around. Now we're going to come here and pull the chest out on this armature here. And coming under here, we are going to want to take this little slot right here, and it's going to tab into this right here. And you're going to sort of need to angle it a little bit as you go in there. Is that? There it goes. Yeah. Might just need a little bit of wiggling around to get it in there quite right, but it's nothing too difficult. Just a matter of just lining it up. I say as I... Oh, that's why I'm bending it the wrong way. There we go. And for the most part, you're going to have his arm sort of resting here at the side. Then we're going to want to... Let's see. I think it was... like so. I believe we're supposed to have it sorted like this for the shoulder pads, and we'll see if I'm right in a minute here, but yeah, yeah, see what I mean? Sometimes you can knock off the arm. Stay there. Yeah, so we want this to, so that the waist piece can just sort of fold up and over. We're going to bring this whole assembly down like so. Yep. Okay, and then we're going to sort of leave, yeah, there's tabs right here, these sort of protruding pieces right here. We're going to want to slot into these little holes. So we're going to bring it down and then bring them together in the front like so as we pop things out. And then for the arms, there is this little gap right here and this tab right here, and they're just gonna tab together locking that all in place. And there we have the front done. Now the legs, we're going to come back here and we're going to rotate the waist 180, and then we're going to rotate the legs 180. Then we're going to pull the shins up like so. And we're going to unfold this whole assembly outwards, and it is on a double hinge, and all the sort of blockiness will line up a certain way. So fold this out, and then there's a little tab and slot here like so. Bring this out on a double hinge, and you're going to lay it flat like so. And then the toe you're going to fold see, which one was that? I think, yeah. Wait, no. Getting this mixed up. I think I'm getting this mixed up. Yeah. I do know you need to tab the toe or foot into the fender there. Then here at this hinge, you're going to fold this up and around and just sort of get that all lined up. Okay, yeah, you do want to keep the toe basically straight because you want these four facing the same way. It's four little chunks. And again, we're going to rinse and repeat. Just unfold and unfold and unfold and unfold and unfold. Oh, yeah, you want to fold the toe down, that's why. Okay, I was getting myself all flip-flop there. Wait, no. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Fold this around. Okay, why is this not fitting over the hand? There we go. Okay. Then we're going to want to just sort of tab all these little tabs in down the middle. There's also a tab connection points here and was essentially the knee joints. So we just want to make sure that everything is all lined up. Get that all into place. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same for these shin plates. Make sure they're tabbed down the middle. We're going to bring them up, and these little notches here and here are going to go into this tab and tab on the bottom. And there we have Ratchet all transformed up. And honestly, I'm surprised by how big this vehicle feels. It feels like he's expanded, but there's not that much open space underneath. Like there's some open space here in the back that you can kind of see, but it's like he poofed up, and I love how that works. And again, like I was saying, like the hands need those panels because of how they sit here. They are a little bit wobbly. They don't secure super great, but you know, they cover the gap well enough. So, but yeah, just I love how he just sort of poofs up like that. I think it's really cool because a lot of times they tend to slim down a lot more. They compact a lot more as they transform. But he actually sort of expands, and I think that's cool because it feels a lot larger in vehicle mode. which, seeing as how they were technically vans, which would have a lot of open space in them, that does kind of make sense in a way. At least they were vans back in the day. Speaking of which, we should probably do a size comparison. So here he is with the other Cybertronian Ratchet, who is, I believe, a deluxe class, so pretty good size difference there. But yeah, very nice. And here he is with the 86 Studio Series Ratchet. And yeah, I think it shows a little better here, like just how much bigger he actually got, because this guy was like a little tiny bit shorter, but a little more stocky in robot mode. But yeah, now yeah, he really like poofs up. It's kind of incredible. But we do still have one more thing to talk about, and that's our accessories. They do store. So as for the axe, if we come up here, there are 3 tabs here, here, and here. We got 3 slots on the axe, here, here, and here. So essentially you want to just come up here, line that up with the back 2, and then just sort of bring the handle down, and that will sit up there. And I suppose you could think of it as a bit of a like missile launcher. This does look missile-y, so to do that. In fact, let's see how well that does that. Haha! Blast effects! We got some going on here. Haha! Can't use it on the gun, but you can use it on the axe. I just noticed that, and I feel very clever. Anyway, so the gun, there's 2 tabs here on this side. And 2 slots on his vehicle booty. And then I'll just figure like that. So you do have storage for your vehicle weapons. So that is very neato. That's always a nice thing to have. But yeah, overall, I definitely wanted to get this guy, and I thought he looked alright from reviews I had seen. And I had heard he was pretty good. But actually having him in hand, he's, I think I like him even better than I was expecting to. I thought he was going to be pretty good, but he's actually very fun. I definitely like him more than I was expecting to. And now I'm even more excited for that Ironhide repaint that we're going to be getting of this sometime next year. I mean, you know, I always try and get both Ironhide and Ratchet. And the only times I haven't really stuck with that is the movie Bayverse ones, because they're drastically different. Although that's also partially because, like, over time, you know, toys break and stuff. Because I still have my 07 movie Ironhide, but I don't have the Ratchet anymore. I don't know what happened to him. Probably just broke, but yeah. But overall, I'm very satisfied with this figure. Yeah, I do have a couple little nitpicks, and like I mentioned, and as you probably saw, the detachable arm can get knocked off, but it's not super loose. It's definitely not as loose as my Gamer Edition Megatron. His sometimes does just kind of fall off. But yeah, this one will at least pass a shake test, so fairly solid. And you could take some like shoe polish, or like I do, you know, a little bit of super glue and bulk up that connection point and make it a little bit tighter if you really wanted to. I might take a little bit of super glue to it afterwards, but for now it's at least solid enough. Yeah, I think I'm not sure if I should give him an 8 or a 9. I think honestly, if I'm being more objective, I think he deserves a 9. I think he deserves at least a 9. He's very good, and I do like how that transformation surprised me with how he bulks up in vehicle mode a bit. I was not expecting that. And he's definitely more impressive in hand. So yeah, I think a 9 out of 10 is a fair score for this guy. And I'm definitely looking forward to their Ironhide. And yeah, I think that's really all there is to say about this guy. So yeah, that is my video review of the Studio Series Gamer Edition War for Cybertron Ratchet. And this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.